Hello there. Welcome to the Shrine of Amana. An area which I loathe to my very core. This episode carries a parental advisory warning. There's likely to be a tremendous amount of cursing as I get repeatedly killed by fucking magicians. Fucking magicians. Silence, woman! Reads one message, and I agree. I agree with that. It's gonna drive me fucking crazy. Let's get on with it anyway. The main issue with this place, as you'll soon see, is, well, the way the enemies are sort of separated. There's enemies that can cast long-range magical spells, and they are spaced just sort of far enough apart that you can't, like, by the time you're sort of on top of one of them killing them, the next one will have noticed you and be firing spells at you. Just chop that down. And in this way, you never have a sort of moment's peace. You're forever dodging bloody bolts of lightning and all this shit that they throw at you. Oh yeah, also that fucking incessant singing. Silence, woman! Chest ahead, therefore luring it out required ahead. I'm not sure if luring it out is required. Stabbing it in the tits. Do that. Okay. Well, that was a pleasant diversion with no magic whatsoever. Now comes the real challenge. Now I have heard, I'm not going to state that it's a fact, but I've heard that if you shoot people with lightning arrows in this area, it does more damage to them because they tend to be standing in water and, you know, conductivity. It could be bullshit. It could be bullshit, but it sounds like, you know, it sounds good. It sounds good. I'm happy to believe it. I want to believe. This twinkling on the right hand side, these fireflies, indicates an enemy actually. Sort of slumbering enemy, but if I were to go past it, you can bet your ass it'd come after me later on. So I need to be proactive and deal with it now, and keep doing that throughout. This is one area where patience and observation helps much more than haste and aggression. Probably all wake up now. Okay, that was fine. More of them. All good. They are not proving a match for the rapier. They're too slow to wake up. They're dead by then. Come on, you. These guys can attack very quickly when they want to. Oh, curse pot. Another danger here is simply not knowing how far the path extends before it just becomes a sheer drop. I'm just on the edge of it now. I don't know how well you'll be able to see on the video, but I'm just directly on the edge. So here it doesn't extend very far. There's a little shelf jutting out over there, but nothing to go towards, so stay well away. Aha. Let's see what she has to say for herself.
We knew you were coming. And stopped singing.
Someone else been singing then?
We are Milfanito. We are here to sing to those bound by death and dark. We will sing here, forever. As we always have, from long. We know nothing of the world outside. And why should we? For we will...
Just curiosity, pure plain curiosity. I think even if I knew I would be living my entire life in one area, I'd still want to know about places beyond it.
Do you seek King Vendrick?
Guess I'm just naturally
But what is a king?
more
after
interested
all?
in the world.
We know nothing of the world out, for we will never. When we sing, the little ones dance. The little ones grant comfort to those who bear this.
The little ones being the little fireflies, and as long as the enemy is in the water and inactive, then the little fireflies will be there, kind of lulling the enemy into sort of slumber. But of course, as soon as those fireflies are disturbed, the enemy is disturbed and comes after you.
Perhaps this will happen.
I think actually that if you decide to kill these women, then they stop singing and they stop their lullaby, and the enemies all become sort of aggroed straight away.
When we sing, the little ones grant
Right,
this.
that's enough out of you. I'm bored of you now. Whoops. Right. There's an enemy here. Did you spot that? And okay, I think I've sort of tidied up all the enemies in that area. That's fine. Don't want to leave any loose ends. Slightly tougher. I wonder if they'll stay asleep while I deal with these guys. Certainly hope so. There we go. Not quite sure what these enemies are supposed to be. Are they sort of people that are mutated? Almost looks like they're wearing a mask. Anyway, so far so good. Above, look carefully. Alright, actually, I'll have a quick look at this, see what there is. It's just a rock face, isn't it? Couldn't see anything interesting there. Cool. Alright, that's basically it's sort of divided into 3 areas. This shrine of a manor. So that was one area. The next area is very difficult, and that's where the magic is introduced. The spellcasters, who are a real fucking problem. Oh, they're scattering. third area is much the same as the second. It's actually a bit more like an arena. It's sort of round. It's all submerged in water, but there's a raised part in the middle which you can stand on. And there's many casters. There's about five casters there. And some of the guys with maces, the Archdrake guys with the mace. They're very aggressive. So that's probably the third area is the hardest one. You know, get as much breathing space. Don't get as much time to plan things. But yes, anyway, it's going to become incredibly frustrating from here on. And I'm just going to take things slow, frankly. You spotted me already. That's you know, good range and a good amount of damage as well. You get to one, the other one spotted you, and it's attacking you. That's how this place works. There is a bonfire just in there, so I'll get that in 1 second. I should probably get it now, actually. And another magician over there. Okay. Quite often there are messages going, "Help me! I can't take this." There's your first one. Try to, yeah, basically get some help. Close range battle required ahead, and then be wary of despair. I prefer the I do prefer the long range. I prefer picking them off from a distance. It's just less frustrating for me personally. Try poison. Poison's good. Very good. Should we call that an episode? Actually, the next one's going to be really fucking frustrating. So parental advisory warning, not for this one, but the next one.